We're halfway there, folks. 26 weeks ago, I resolved to upload one video every single week in an attempt to build my following here and shift everyone over to my Twitch channel. And so far, I have not broken that streak. And given that this video is the halfway point to that goal, I thought it'd be nice to take a week to just chill out, talk about the channel, look at some statistics, and see overall how I'm feeling about this whole thing. So sit back, relax, have a snack. There's going to be a lot of just me talking for the rest of the vid. But for some context, as always, I have been streaming as a Twitch affiliate for over 2.5 years now, and I have been dissatisfied with my growth, or lack thereof. By far, my favorite part of streaming is interacting with viewers. And since I still go long stretches of time even now where there's just no one to talk to, I decided that I wanted to do something about it. So upon happening across a very long tutorial made by a man named Doug about how he approached becoming a full-time content creator, I decided to mimic what he called the 1-year plan. I talk about this a little bit more in depth in my first video of this year, but basically what it involves is finding some things that you're passionate about and good at, mixing them together to make your own style, and then posting like one video a week every week, each time trying something new and writing and learning about your mistakes. And hopefully at the end of a year or so, the algorithm will figure out what audience to show your stuff to, and you'll get famous, basically. He described the YouTube algorithm as a lottery. Essentially, whenever you make a great video, not just a good video, a great video, you will receive tickets to this lottery. And depending on how good the YouTube video is, you get more tickets. So by that logic, as long as your videos are good enough to at least get a ticket, if you keep going long enough, eventually you will win the lottery. The algorithm will figure out who to show your videos to, and you'll finally get a following. So I have been uploading one video every week without fail in an attempt to follow in his footsteps, complete the 1-year plan, and eventually grow a big enough following that I can move over to my Twitch and have a lovely Twitch stream. And the end goal is to turn all of this into something that I can do full time, but we'll see if that's ever possible. So without further ado, let's take a look at the statistics of my YouTube channel to see if that's been actually, working. Now, the first metric I want to look at is my channel's subscriber count. This isn't actually directly related to anything specifically that I want, but I think it's a kind of a good litmus test to see, how many people actually want to watch my videos. And we can see at the start in 2020, I had some subscribers, not very many. I posted a few videos there, but then as soon as I hit January and I started telling people that I was going to be uploading videos, and then I started actually uploading videos consistently, you can see I have this nice spike, and right here I'm at 129 subscribers. However, a more direct metric I could use to actually measure how many people are liking my stuff is views. Right here, my total views, you can see, again, pretty much nothing except this little random spike that I don't understand. Up until this year, in which I am actually getting some viewership. And if we look at the distribution of what videos are giving me these views, this one, randomly, my Astral Chain review, I don't really understand that. I published that a month before. I don't know. And then here we have the first short I ever posted about a rocket launch. The green one was the only video of mine that seemed to actually get some traction, the only main video, the 3D printer one. And then we have here is another short, the one that I posted about my birthday. Another thing we can look at is each individual video and how they did. What are my best videos? What are people liking about me? Well, my most viewed video is a YouTube short about the rocket launch. So that's kind of an outlier. It's a short, it's easier for people to see. My second best video behind that was the buying 3D printer one. So that's pretty cool. We'll keep that in mind. My third video is Astral Chain retrospective review, something that I made in one take, just rambling about a game that I had played a year, but I don't know why this got views. And then another short, Minecraft retrospective review, and then my original debut video. So I don't know what can be pulled from this information, to be honest. But of course, the whole point of the algorithm is to find my audience. So let's take a look at some of the audience statistics as well. All right, when are they on YouTube? Oh, what other channels are they watching? Oh, what other videos are they watching? Oh, what format? Oh, okay. Most people aren't subscribed. Most of them are guys. United States, India, Japan. Okay. Not a lot of info to go off of here. But what about my Twitch channel, right? The entire purpose of this was to get people to view my Twitch. So even if my YouTube is doing horribly, if my Twitch is doing well, it doesn't matter. Well, in the last 30 days, I averaged 2.2 viewers on my stream. And is that a lot? Well, if we look at the average viewers since I started streaming, well, it's about the same as when I became affiliate. If you see right here, kind of they rise up a little bit, kind of steady off, and then just, I don't know, kind of fall, right? But what about my special streams, right? This is looking at my day-to-day ones. What about ones where I specifically hype everyone up? I post on every social media. I make sure to tell my Discord multiple times. I make sure to track down people individually that might be interested in participating in events that I'm holding. For example, my birthday stream, I did all of that for that, and it was a Dead by Daylight escape streak challenge. I'm known for streaming Dead by Daylight a lot on my channel, so this should be a slam dunk, right? Well, average viewers, 2. 2. Less than my average for the past month. I streamed for 12 and a half hours. I did have 9 viewers at one point. Couple followers, few views, but overall, there was lots of time where I was just alone and not talking to anyone on my birthday stream. So all that information's rather depressing, truth be told. But, of course, this is not the half-year plan. This is the one-year plan. So the most important question is, am I on track to win the algorithm lottery with how I'm doing right now? The answer is, I don't know. And I think one of my biggest problems here is a lack of information. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but in the past, at every job that I've had, including the one I've had now, I have been seen as a pretty darn good worker. And I think one of the main reasons as to why that is the case is because I'm very proactive about talking to my supervisors, my managers, whoever, and making sure that I understand what I'm doing is correct. And I always ask how I can improve what I'm doing. But in this case, when I try to do that, it's like, hey boss, how am I doing? So is that good, or what can I do to improve? Anything? No? I don't understand what any of that means. And part of that is just the nature of the beast. Unless you're doing like Mr. Beast level amazing freaking content that absolutely no one has seen before, chances are you're going to be going for a long time before you see any success. The problem is, in my case, I don't know whether the reason I'm not seeing success is because I haven't done it long enough, or it's because my content is simply not good enough for anyone to start liking, at least in any audience widespread capacity. And this is something that's kind of always in the back of my mind. Like, there are a bunch of different things that I am okay with being known for doing for content. But I just want to know which one of those things other people want to see the most. For example, I was kind of afraid that I was switching games too much on Twitch, so I decided I was going to be mainly a Stardew Valley streamer, and I was going to do a 100% run from scratch. And what I did was I would stream 3 hours, take a break, and then 3 hours, 6 hours a day, 3 times a week. And then during the weekend, I would watch each of the VODs back on 2 times speed, and I would write down anything that's special that happened each day, and I would rewrite it as if it was the main character's diary, and I'd post it to the Reddit. Now, that took a long time, because even on 2 times speed, like, it takes 3 hours for me to watch a day's worth. So I had my time filled up. But people were saying, oh my God, this is so cool. I like this. And that gave me the motivation to continue to do it, because that's the whole reason I'm doing this stuff, you know, to interact with other people and to make other people happy and to have them enjoy my stuff. But despite the initial positive response, the amount of people that actually were looking through and reading through all of them would just decrease and decrease the more I put them out. And to make matters worse, there was a whole thing where, because mine had a lot of words, it had certain words that were flagged as overused topics. So they would be sent to the mods for review, and then it would be put later. And then the mods said that it would always be put at the top of the stack for people to see, but those literally got 0 upvotes at all. So like, I just quit. It was too much time. And that fear is definitely present here, that I will just be spinning my wheels, wasting my time, posting these every week, and I will gain nothing from it. And another reason that I've never talked about that I think I might not be succeeding as much as I would want to is kind of on the personal level, but it's that I'm not very good at making friends. In the past, I made this kind of mantra, slogan, or whatever about myself, and that is, everyone likes me, but no one wants to be my friend. So obviously that's not 100% everyone likes me, but 100% no one wants to be my friend. But the general trend is like, for example, in high school, if I were to sit next to someone new in class, we would probably hit it off, we'd probably be friendly, we'd probably get along for the entire semester. But if I were to ask that person if they wanted to come to my house for my birthday party, chances are they would say no. It's something that I've had a hard time understanding my entire life. How people can say and express that they like me and they enjoy spending time with me, but when given the option to actually spend time with me, they say no. And this sort of thing bleeds over to my Twitch and viewers. Like, for example, this past Tears of the Kingdom stream, I had a new viewer come in, follow, stayed for like half the time, and in the end, they're like, I gotta check you next week. Like, when are you streaming? I told this viewer, I said, yeah, I'd love to have you back. And I couldn't help but think in the back of my mind, 0 shot you're coming back. No way. And this sort of thing happens all the time like that. For example, back when I did a lot of Smash Bros, I had a decent amount of viewers express interest in participating in a tournament if I held it. And so I did. Again, did all the right things, advertised it social media, Discord, well in advance, blah, blah, blah. The day comes, one person other than myself showed up. So we had a finals at the start. I beat them easily, and then I was just like, okay, well, you can have the gift sub. Thanks for showing up. No one else did. And I think that is my main problem. I, for whatever reason, do not understand how to get people to rally behind me. Like, if they're there, they'll enjoy themselves. But if I ask people to come back, it doesn't happen for whatever reason. So what can I do to fix this problem? I don't know. I have asked people before, like, do you see this pattern the same I do? And they say yes. And then I say, why is this happening and what can I do to fix it? And the answer I get is, I don't know and I don't know. So if anyone in the comments has any insights, drop them down below, please. But in terms of content and what I can do there to change things up, unfortunately, that's another big I don't know. I love sifting through data, but right now I just don't have enough. For example, the shorts did the best in terms of views. But like, of course they did, because users don't have to click on them. They just have to like scroll through and then see one and then keep scrolling, right? They don't have to worry about picking it from a selection. So although by some metrics those are my best performing vids, if I switched completely to just producing shorts, would that actually be effective? My 3D printer videos seem to do the best consistently, but at the same time, when I also have a random astral chain view spike, it's hard to be like, okay, was that video good because it was good? Or did it perform well because randomly the algorithm hit upon the right group of 300 people to show it to? I don't know. So what's the conclusion? What's the moral of this story? Good question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And the only thing I do know is that I think I will continue forward with the 1 video a week, 9 p.m. Japan time, because at the very least, I want to say that I did it, even if it fails. Another thing that is kind of getting in the way of my life right now is my Japanese studying, and that will last until November at the earliest, where I'm spending 2-3 3 hours every day studying. After this year, I'll be finding other things like, grammar studying or whatever to kind of fill the gaps. But I'm hoping that whatever happens this year, I can learn from it. And even if it doesn't succeed, I can kind of carry it into next year with a renewed vigor. One thing, though, that I think I would benefit from is trying to take videos a step back. Like maybe making something and then just explaining what it is and then showing it in action, and then that's it. Like none of the long making process and stuff, because honestly I feel like a lot of my stuff is getting redundant. Like I don't need to explain how a 3D printer works every single time. So that's pretty much it. I apologize if it was kind of overly negative or not uplifting at all. I went into this hoping that I could draw some conclusions from the data, but then I looked at the data, saw that there really wasn't anything significant, and, well, wasn't able to draw anything significant. But before I end out, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching this video. If you made it this far in this video, that probably means that you're an actual fan of me and my work. And I really, really do mean this when I say I appreciate you. You are the reason why I still do this. You are the reason why I want to keep going. And you are the reason why I want to make this something that I can do for the rest of my life. Even though I may not be comparatively at where I want to be, I still think it's amazing that there exists anyone out there who would want to sit and watch me play video games on the internet. And it's also kind of amazing that people want to hear what I have to say. So I hope some form of point was made through this video, but I hope to see you all again in the future and on my Twitch and all my other platforms. Yeah. Bye.